What's up, YouTube? It's your boy, Zach Lyon, back at it again with another video. And I was actually meditating earlier, and I was like, let me make a video about my experience relationship with cannabis. And this video in no way is telling anybody to do cannabis or, use it. I only suggest to do your research before you get into it and actually know what you're doing and the reason behind it. Because cannabis, from my personal experience and research, it's very medicinal and spiritual. Most people look at the spiritual part, they look at like the hype behind it. But if you look at it at its core, it's really a spiritual medicine. They say it's a drug because they want to kind of confuse people about it. But now I'll say it's only a drug if you use it in the wrong intentions in the wrong way, like if you abuse it or if you just go into it with like the wrong intentions. Cause everything in moderation it's a model. So if you do it in moderation, I can really see it being a good thing. And of course, weed is not for everyone. Some people may not agree with it, some people will. And I say the only way you really know is if you try it, but again, this video is not to encourage anyone to try it or do it, or I'm not telling y'all to straight up do it, It's up to you. But now we get into my relationship with the herb. I feel like I've been very connected to this plant for a minute, like even beyond like before I was here on this earth. Like I feel like in the past life I consumed the herb and used it for the healing, which I still do now. But I know like when I first smelled it, I was just like, yeah, like this is some good stuff, like this is good. And now I was like, no, I was a kid. I didn't smoke when I was a kid, but I smelled it like I was kind of around when I was a kid, and I was like, yeah, it's good stuff. And then my first time smoking was around 13 years old, my birthday. Had some mids back then, but nothing wrong with the mids though. People be sleeping on the mids, but nothing wrong with the mids though. But still, you want to have some quality. Yeah, it was a funny story though. If I'm gonna do a story time on that, just let me know. And when I first started, it was nothing peer pressure. I wanted to do it, and I was just like, you know what? Let me give it a try. And I did that. I would smoke every now and then I took a big break from it. I was just like, this part of my life is not serving me. I don't need it right now. Maybe it's not the right time. So I just like took a break from it. I know I had to focus on stuff, school, everything. So I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna do that. And took a break from it for a minute. I found out about CBD flower when I was in CBD flower and hemp when I was in college, like my sophomore year, around 2019 is when I first heard about. It's either like 2018, 2019 when I first heard about CBD flower, and I was like, wow. So they got the part of the herb that don't get you high, but that's mainly for the medicinal benefits. And I feel that CBD is very beneficial. And I would say full spectrum because you get like the whole cannabinoid, the whole plant. So you get some CBD, which I also get a little bit of THC and a little bit of CBG, CBN, all the good cannabinoids. You get them all in one with the full spectrum. And when I found out about CBD flower, I was like, yeah, I want to try this. I want to see what it's like. It's for me, it's very calm and relaxing. It just, it kind of like relaxes the mind because I'm a person who, I sometimes I have like all these great ideas and my mind just kind of moves fast at times, so I gotta, just slow it down, relax, breathe. When I found out about CBD, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna research this. I'm gonna try it for myself, see how I like it, and go from there. And so I smoked a little CBD for a while, and even had some CBD syrup before, and I was like, yeah, CBD is very beneficial for me. Yeah, it is very important to learn what works best for your body. And then if you really look at it, like your body will show you if you use something right or if you know use it too much, maybe too little. You just gotta experiment with. That's the only way really to know what's best for you. Like doctors can tell you what's best for you. You may have family members try to tell you what's best for you, but only you know what's best for you. So I did CBD, and for a minute I took a little break for a while. Just cause at that time I was just like, let me take a little break, cause for me I have to do like little discipline breaks, and they really help. Like just discipline sometimes, tolerance break. Well, it was really a tolerance break at the time. I mean, I had like little amounts here and there, but then come around November, December of last year, that's when I got back into cannabis, back into CBD, all that, like all the good stuff. I got back into it, and it was only because it was the right time for me. Like I knew intuitively that I didn't have to, but I know like it'd be best if I get into it at this time because I listen to my body, I listen to the spirit. The spirit was like, cannabis is a good thing for you. You should do it. And you gotta trust your intuition when you're doing things. You gotta trust your intuition. I would say for the most part it's right, especially if you're a person who developed your intuition, if you're naturally intuitive. For the most part, it's right. But you still gotta be able to discern right from wrong, or the good from the opposing force. So around 2020, November, December 2020, that's when I started using more. I first started out with the CBD again. Then later I started getting into like, the regular flower, Delta 9. I found out about Delta 8. And from there I really started using it medicinally and recreationally too. And I have learned it's all about moderation. You gotta, like, if you smoke, you still, make sure you get your stuff done. Make sure you take care of yourself still. Like, the herb it's really a tool. It's a tool, and it's if it's for you, it's for you when it's something that help you move forward. And you gotta have the right intentions. Like, one thing I do when I smoke, if I don't know what I want to, if I don't know my intentions behind it, then I may just like breathe for a minute, kind of just relax as much as I can. And sometimes let the herb let it do its thing. But if I have like a certain thing I'm trying to figure out, if it's something I'm trying to accomplish, maybe it's an idea I need to have, and I just like do it intentionally, have like a little session intentionally, and I set intention before I smoke. Then I find it to be more better. If it's a high, it'd be a better high. You feel me? So yeah, have intentions. Know why you're doing it. Use it in moderation. Get stuff done. Cause it is something that enhances your creativity. My personal experience for research I've done, I learned that cannabis is really creative, and it can either take someone from the beta state. The beta is the lowest state. It takes somebody from the beta state to the alpha state. The alpha state is a higher state than the beta state, and in the alpha state, that's when the creative juices start flowing. That's when you start seeing more energy, uplifting. So that's why if you smoke, you got like the uplifting effect because of that. Cause it puts you in the alpha state automatically. And another thing about it, for me, in my relationship with it, I learned that it's certain screens for like certain times. At first, cause I know like first I was like, nah, that's not it, right? And then I know like I started like testing out screens, and I was like, I think it's certain screens at certain times. Like if I want something to be more relaxed, because it's not just about the terpenes. It's not just about the cannabinoids like the CBD and THC content. It's also about like the terpenes and really the whole plant. And I started looking at like studying terpenes, did my research more, and I started to know what terpenes are best for me. And what be beneficial, like of course why I'm using it. And overall, I developed a healthy relationship with cannabis. And it's been benefiting me. And this video, it really just came to my mind. I'm really just doing this out of my intuition, because my intuition told me to make this video, so I just went with the flow and did it. But anyways, it's your boy Zach Lion. Like, comment, subscribe. If you ever use cannabis, CBD flower, anything, just let me know. Leave down in the comments. How is it affecting you? And yeah, peace.